Airlines launches a web-based service to link the stakeholders of the air charter market. The clients, agents, and the operators will be able to meet their air charter requirement in an efficient and transparent way. We assure that all stakeholders will benefit from our service.
The process begins with an agent or a client raising his air charter requirement and placing it on the web. Several operators are able to view these details and place their quotes. The agent or client then is able to compare these and accept the ones most suited. The air charter requirement is organized into trips and flights. A flight entry contains the date and time, departure and destination, number of passengers, type of aircraft preferred, currency in which the quotation is required, any special requests. A trip is a series of these flights.
The agents, in addition to these, will also be able to log the best offer flights as offered by the operators. We shall see these details in the respective sections later.
The clients, in addition to raising standard air charter requests, will be able to raise bulk charter requests. They may need an aircraft at their disposal for a reasonable period of time, since their own aircraft may be under technical servicing, or they are in the process of acquiring an aircraft.
After a trip request has been placed, the operators who are registered with TAOS will be able to place their cards. They will be able to offer the quote for the entire trip or for selected flights only. They will also be able to offer a different type of aircraft than the ones which have been preferred. This will offer a variety of choices to the clients.
In the bulk offer option, the client will be able to call several operators for negotiations.
The operators fly several non-revenue flights while positioning and returning back to base. Such flights can be utilized by way of indicating them on Best Offer section. Once such flights are offered on the net, then the agents are able to view these. If an agent is able to utilize these, he then is able to block the flight.
Let us see some navigation options. Any transaction such as raising a trip request or offer quotation etc. can be saved or discarded and or edited before being offered on the net.
The Create button. The agents and clients will be able to create a trip request or a bulk offer request. Similarly, the operators will have to create a quote offer when they wish to quote for a trip or flight. They will also be able to create best offer flights. These are some of the standard options. There are several options possible. These shall be demonstrated later.
We shall now go through the process of the operator's side. These are the menu options for the operator's page. This option is to view the details of trips flights that have been requested. To create trip flight quotes. To view and offer quotes for bulk offers. Offer positioning flights at best rate. Here the operators can view the flight and trip details. Trips option, you will need to note the trip ID. Of course, you can expand and view the flights. In the Flights option, you will be able to view the details of the individual flights. You will also be able to create filter conditions such as by currency, by departure place, flight requests originating from a particular airport, etc.
Firstly, the operator selects the menu trip quote to offer a quote for a trip. He then has to select the trip ID, which he would have noted earlier. Firstly, the operator selects the trip ID, which he noted earlier. Once the selection is done, the details of the trip are extracted at the respective windows. Now the operator can quote for the trip in its entirety. However, it is possible that the aircraft is not available on a particular day of the trip. The operator can quote for the other flights only. If he decides to quote only for certain flights, then he can select the Ignore option.
Bulk offers are made by clients who need aircraft to be placed at their disposal for a long period of time. They are able to indicate several details which the operators are able to view. The process of offering quotes for bulk offers is very similar to offering quotes for trips, which you have seen earlier. Utilizing the non-revenue flights optimizes operating costs for the operator. Such flights can be entered on this page. The details that can be indicated are the departure airport, the tours airport, type of aircraft, number of passengers, and the rate per hour. This gives flexibility to the agents to utilize these. If an agent decides to utilize this, then he blocks the flight. For some reason, if the agent is unable to fulfill the commitment, the operator can unblock the same and offer it again.
There are several possibilities for follow-up and upgrade. Not just limited to assessments made by clients on each flight and rate the operator. Gather the preferences of clients. Suggestions are welcome.